Durag Wisdom here, folks, and welcome to Y2k17.12.16. And right now we're heading down to the first stop of this cruise, which would be Port Canaveral. But presently we're right outside of Georgia. Y2k17.12.16. Continuing our day, I'm going to take this camera out for a tour around the other parts of the ship. I'm wearing my Barack Obama shirt, and I was walking on the I think it was the 15th deck on the running walking track, and I was walking by these people, and suddenly they go, "Oh, look, Barack Obama!" Oh. And then they started yelling Donald Trump. They started yelling, "Donald Trump! Donald Trump!" So I was walking by calmly, and I put up this middle finger, and as I was walking away from them, they were yelling after me with that stupid name, and I just had this finger way up in the air like that. Then I went by again, just in case they were there, and see if they wanted to make more trouble. I'd like to see what happens if me and these Trump-loving goons all get thrown in the brig. Because we're on a cruise ship here. This time of year, folks, we have supposedly the holiday feelings. This time of year I like to watch a lot of Frank Capra movies. Frank Capra, the great director of such classics as It's a Wonderful Life, Meet John Doe, Mr. Smith Goes to Washington, Mr. Deeds Goes to Town, American Madness, You Can't Take It With You. I have to tell you, the most recent one I've been watching is not, it was made in the late 30s, was a movie called The Lost Horizon, which is based on a novel by James Hilton. And it was or Hinton, one of the two, I'm sorry if I mispronounced that. And it deals with this paradise area called Shangri-La, where the characters in the book and in the movie, they find themselves on this vicious, wind-blown, snowing blizzard edge of a cliff, and suddenly they walk into through this tunnel, and there's no more winds, there's no more cold, it's beautiful, it's warm, everybody's happy. And one of the lessons that we learned from the movie, because there are various characters are interacting with this society, and one of them, played by Ronald Colman, he's been looking for a Shangri-La his entire life. So here he's in Shangri-La, and at some point in the film he has to give it up. I'm not going to tell you how it ends, but one of the great lessons that we learn from this movie is the question, how do you make a society like this? How do you have a society where people get along, they're not killing each other, they're not raping each other, they're not ripping each other off, trying to make each other starve, trying to take away people's health care, trying to take away people's rights like you wouldn't believe? What makes this society so good, this Shangri-La? And the character said, it's a simple thing. 2 words. Be kind. Be kind. Think about that for a moment, folks. If all of us were living by that dictum, to be kind, if it was always in our mind, if it was always in our mind, just to always be kind, we're all going to suffer the same fate in terms of we're all going to die. We're all going to die. Very different ways, various ways that each of us is going to die, but it's going to happen. And well, we go from point A, birth, to point D, death. I'm just going to say that we can make a lot of our lives better if we were just kind. If we could just be kind to each other. Because right now, folks, we make each other more miserable than sin. And that is the greatest shame of all. Can't we just simply be kind? And we could have Shangri-La here and the entire world. This is the Windjammer Windjammer
Please proceed to guest services located at the
buffet restaurant.
Thank you.
So I'm giving you like an example of what you're dealing with here. I'm back, videotaping. This is the buffet area, and they have all these stations, and let me just get it focused there so you could get appreciation. And you can see it's packed, and they have a whole variety, you know, breads, sweets, all kinds of stuff. So here's international flavors. Luckily I didn't start throwing up and being seasick, because then it would be pretty messed up. Here's a ham potato salad if you're kosher. All right, now they do like the cutting thing. Hey, sir. Good. Hey. Now I'm going way toward after the ship. As we continue on our journey, I just want you folks to get an idea what this vessel is all about. And here, check this out. This is the back of the buffet. Check that out. That's so nice, right? You can sit over here and see the wake of the ship. Now, this goes up to the 15th. We're on the 14th deck where this buffet is. And see what they did here? They put like a... It's open up there. They just don't want people using these steps. Here's the other side of the buffet. It's the other side. I mean, it's the same like the other side, but you know. So there's ugly meat again. And I mean, if you want to get a lot of food, this is the place for it. I mean, really. Okay, we're going outside. See, you can find isolated parts of the ship where there's not so many people around. But just for the purpose of, it's going to be noisy now. They have Johnny Rockets. Steps up to the 15th deck. The North Star, that's what it's called. That's a giant ball that goes up. And here's your jogging track. Sorry about that, folks. As we head further on, this is like the jogging track or the walking track. You know, after you stuffed your face. And you can see on this side there's plenty of room. This is where the kids play. This is the kids area. And in here, this sometimes becomes bumper cars or a skating ring. You can't really see it right now. I'll have to come back at night when they have the lights on. And then of course they got the flow rider, and they have that ripcord where you could pretend like you're skydiving. That would break my back. Here's the famous souvenir giraffe. Let me just... Souvenir giraffe. It's very hard to see. And here's your rock climbing wall. And I ain't standing in line for nothing.
Oh, so it didn't matter.
That's a great haircut. Very welcome. See, record, fly by. This is where the surfer is. Let me see if we could do this. Here's the... See that? Okay, this is where I was before, in the back of the... This is where, in the back of the buffet, that place I showed you, which is open. And of course, see, the stairs are blocked, and meanwhile, it's all open up here. And of course, here's the aft end of the ship again, but this time on the 15th deck. We're on the port side of the ship, aft, and we're heading our way back up toward the midship. And you know, I happen to like, they put this Carpe Diem sign up here, which means seize the day. Because you never know when you're going to go. Believe me, you never know. There's the other side of the kids' center. They also have a game room. I should show you that. They have like all these video games and stuff. Okay. Let's take a little breather to get ready for the next aspect. There's the other side of this area that you can't even see right now because of the light. Now, remember how noisy it was on the other end with all the music? Now, you could hear it. You could hear it in the distance. Listen. But you could always find a very quiet place on a ship. There's about 4,500 people, or as they would say in nautical terms, 4,500 souls are on board this ship right now. And it's a big ship, and you can always find, if you're one of those like me who likes to have a little solitary situation where you have a little more quiet and commune with nature, you can do this on a ship too. And there's all different parts of the ship you can do this on. Just like that. So this was deck 15. Now, when I told you folks I was going to be away for, you know, that I was had a family situation, whatever it was, this is what we were doing. We're going on this 8-day cruise. So I didn't want to tell you I was doing that because I wanted to maybe do a tour, and when I come back, I could have for my subscribers some information about the ship here. So use the video camera or the camera here to walk around and to check things out to see. You can see what the ship looks like. So that's kind of like a little holiday, Christmas, Chanukah, Kwanza, Hitchenstime surprise for all you folks. So if any of you are interested in going on cruises, if you like cruises, then this is a place. Do you mind if I have water?
Yes.
Hold on, guys.